on the matchup with the Celtics?
I love it. You got guys or people, that always say, you want to play this team, or you don't want to play this team. Obviously Boston's at the top because they went to the finals last year, but last year's last year. And for me personally, I want the best. Obviously, just being competitive, and that's just how I was raised to want to play the best. And obviously, they're one of the best, and it's gonna be a great series, and we're gonna go out and try to win the series.
Yo, what's good, fam? It's your boy Demond up in the building. We Talk Hawks TV, We Talk Hawks Daily. I'm your humble servant, giving you my keys as my Atlanta Hawks, your Atlanta Hawks, our Atlanta Hawks take on the Boston Celtics. The first round of the NBA playoffs 2023. But I'm getting that NBA playoff 2021 feeling again. I don't know what it is. I'm going to tell you guys, family, listen, last year, I wasn't as confident as I am today. I am very confident that we can win this series. I believe we could win this series. We're going into the playoff. Unlike last year, family, last year we went into the playoff. We limped into the playoffs. No John Collins, no CC. Times was hard. Bogey was injured. It was hard. We going into these playoffs healthy, and we got a taste of what we could be against Miami. Everybody had Miami picked to beat us. We pretty much, I'm gonna keep it real. We pretty much dominated that game. We led pretty much 99.9% of the game. I think Miami led early when it was 2-0, but after that we pushed the lead. Miami, they cut it. They could never get within 6. Amazing. What are my keys to victory over the series? This is my key. I think one place where we do have an advantage I believe we have an advantage at the coaching. I believe Quinn Snyder gives us a coaching advantage over I can't remember the Celtics coach name, but I think Quinn Snyder gives us an advantage. How? Been in the playoffs before. He's been in these atmospheres. You know what I'm saying? Joe Mazzulla, that's the coach name, Joe Mazzulla. But I think he gives us advantage over Joe Mazzulla. Granted, Joe Mazzulla was an assistant with the Celtics. Last year they made to the finals. I think he's been an assistant with them for a minute now. So he got playoff experience, but he don't have head coaching playoff experience. Quinn Snyder, 8 years in Utah, 6 years in the playoffs, and played some everybody when the Western Conference was dominant. But I think we have the lead over that. I think as a team cohesion, chemistry, I will give that to the Boston Celtics. It's the reason why they're the number 2 team in the Eastern Conference. It's the reason why they're the number 1 defense. They are the number 1. Or let me change this, top 2 in defense, because effort and it takes chemistry, knowing that the man next to you got your back, just in case, your guy gets penetration or something. I do believe we have the advantage. I'm going to give the Celtics advantage in just team chemistry, team defending, team offense, how they just play together, right? I think we have the advantage in the bench. I think we have more of a one-on-one advantage when you put player against player. Not obviously Tatum, advantage Boston with Tatum, advantage Celtics with Jaylen Brown over Hunter. So I give them that. That's a no-brainer. But I think Trey gives an advantage over their point guard, Derek. I think it's Derek White, if I'm not mistaken. I think as far as bigs, whether you want to use CC or Kongwu, I think Kongwu is better than, I think it's Robert Williams. But I think he's coming off the bench now, if I'm not mistaken. I think they're starting Al Horford. I like Kongwu better than Al Horford. Obviously, but Al Horford gives you that advantage. He can stretch the floor though. But if I in the paint, if they go in the paint, I'm going to Congo all the way. Let's see. I think we're more athletic than the Celtics. I think we can get up and down the floor faster than the Celtics. Not saying when I say athletic, I mean boys who just can get up and down that floor, get up above, play above the rim. I don't think the Celtics have too many of those players. They got very smart, high basketball IQ players, though. Not gonna take nothing away from the Celtics. Like I said, it's the reason why they top 2 in offense and defense. Okay, these dudes is no joke. I'm not taking them for a joke. Okay. But I do believe that our Atlanta Hawks, I believe we've underachieved this season under Nate McMillan. I think we underachieved under Nate McMillan, and the front office has some play, but I think Quinn Snyder kind of got a little feel for what he has to work with. And we saw that in the Miami series. Okay. In the Miami, in the playing game. And I think this tactic right here that Quinn used, that I'm about to show y'all, it's a video by Hoop Venue, and I was watching it. I'm like, aha, okay, I see what's going on right now. So I think, and I said it earlier, guys. I said our advantage. I think our advantage is we up the pace. Don't slow the game down. Okay, it's a reason why Boston ranked in the bottom half of the league when it comes to pace. Okay, they ranked near the bottom of the half of the league when it comes to pace. Celtics had a pace of 98.5 this year as far as pace, which ranked them in the bottom half of the league. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. They 11th from the bottom. So like 20, what's that? Like 20th, 19, 20 or somewhere around there. Meanwhile, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Our Atlanta Hawks 10th. So we're top 10 team when it comes to pace. Playing fast. Only thing I'm really concerned about is, so Quinn got us shooting all these threes, right? So what happened with the 3-pointer? When you miss them at the rate that we miss threes at, you know it's going to be some long rebounds. And this is the key right here. I think we can use the same type of tactic against Miami. Let's listen real quick. Shout out to Hoop Venue for this video.
Over the entire season, Miami averaged less than 16 possessions a game in transition, 29th in the NBA, and also ranked 29th in pace. So one point of emphasis by the Hawks was to play with tempo and not let that defense be properly set up. There are only 2 defenders inside the arc when Saddiq Bey pulls an early shot clock triple, and it's their 2 smallest players. So when 3 different Atlanta wings crash the glass, there's just nobody in position to prevent a putback. Here it is again, taking off after a block and looking to get into their offense as quickly as possible. And although the defense does a solid job of recovering, there's nobody watching for Capella trailing the play, as he just walks into a free rebound. While pushing the pace was key for the Hawks, so was crashing the offensive glass in the half court. Knowing that the Heat aren't looking to get out and run on the other end, instead of focusing on transition defense, they were sending their perimeter players from the wings and corners to aggressively crash.
Now, you heard that, right? You heard that. Okay. So, I said that earlier. Increase the pace. We got to play fast. Crash the boards, okay? And if you notice, Quinn Snyder, you look at this team and you look at the 60-win team, right? Under Coach Bud. Coach Bud and Quinn Snyder doing the exact opposite of each other. So with the 60-win team, we wasn't real athletic and tall and long and lengthy to crash the boards like that. So Bud valued the getting back on defense more than going after the offensive rebounds. Okay. Flip it. More athletic now. Got some length. Saddiq Bey Jalen Johnson, John Collins, these boys can get up in the air. Okay. A Kongwu, young guy, can get up in the air. He's valuing because Quinn knows firsthand now how terrible we are on the defensive side of the ball. Okay. So he values crashing the board more than us getting back on defense. Okay. He's probably saying, you know what, we got a better chance of going after the rebound. I like to call it a blitzkrieg, just sending everybody to crash the boards instead of getting back to defend, because we're not a good defensive team, especially at the perimeter. You understand what I'm saying? So I like the game plan. I think it could work against the Celtics because they play the same style that Miami plays. They're not, and when I say that, I'm saying by they're not as fast. They don't play up tempo. Granted, don't get me wrong, the Celtics have way better players, okay? Way better players than the Heat, okay? So I agree. And I said it 2 days ago in the chat. Push the pace. Push the pace. Attack the basket, because just in case the three not falling, you know, hey, but with us crashing the boards, hopefully if the three not falling, we are getting those second chance opportunities, which equals more possession, which give you a prior chance, which give you a better chance of scoring the ball. Okay. Also, I think another key is the bench. Don't let the Pritchards, the Derek Whites, the others, as Shaq calls them, the others. Do not allow them to get cooking. Do not allow the others to develop confidence. I'm gonna tell you right now, I'd rather play Tatum and Brown straight up and let them cook than let Pritchard and the other guys get off. Because in my head, and y'all let me know if I'm crazy, in my head, if Tatum and Brown both go for 40, that's only 80 points. So you need the others to chip in. Okay. Now I'm not saying we're gonna hold the others to nothing, but I'm saying we don't want them to get going. We don't want Kevin Pritchard to have a triple-double like he did against us last time. Well, it was against our backups, but we don't want him to have a triple-double. We don't want Derek Wright to go for a career high 25. Because guess what? You never know if Tatum or Jaylen Brown could struggle. You saw Tatum struggle in the finals. You see what I'm saying? So you never know how that ball gonna roll, you know. But when we can focus and focus on assignments, I think that's gonna help us out. Focus on the others, okay? Don't double Brown, don't double Tatum, right? And I'm gonna tell you, I'm gonna give you an example where we tried that at. It's years ago, but we did that against Dwight Howard. We did it, I want to say 2010, 2011. We did that against Dwight Howard. And we beat him in 5 games when he played for the Magic. I think Dwight Howard was averaging like 40 and 20 against us. And we beat him in 5 games because we wouldn't give it the 3. We let them throw it aside. We was willing to give up the 2s. We was willing to give up the 2s to Dwight instead of letting Rashad and all them boys, Jameer Nelson, go and hit these 3s. We contain the others. So I think that's going to be a big thing. Containing the others meaning what? Meaning limiting their bench scoring opportunities, okay? Limiting their bench scoring opportunities. That's going to be another key for us. Can we get our bench to beat their bench? I think we had a better athletes and ball players on our bench than they do, okay? I think we do. I think that should be an advantage for us. You got Jalen Johnson coming off the bench with extreme confidence, okay? Extreme confidence. And I'm gonna end it like this, guys. Shout out John Collins today. I was watching his post-practice interview, man, and he was like, you know what, guys? He said, we locked in up here. See, when Nate got fired, John said we couldn't meet the expectations that Nate put on us mentally. But today, he said, you know, we locked in up here today. So I'm telling you guys, I believe we going in there. I think our team has confidence right now. And another thing that John said in his interview, I don't want to forget it. He said, Dang, I just lost my train of thought. What he said. What did John say? Blah, blah, blah. I can't remember. My bad, guys. But players are confident right now. Players are ready to go up there. And I played that thing at the beginning of that interview, the post-game interview of DeJounte Murray, man, because that's how you got to be, Hawks fans. That's how you got to be. You put yourself in the mind of a competitor. You can't go up there scared. You can't be scared, man. You can't have doubt. I don't care what it says on paper. Okay. Oh, I know what John said. John said he knows the team underachieved this season. He knows we underachieved. He knows we have the talent to play with anybody in the NBA. And we need that type of confidence, that type of mentality going up in there, going to the TD Garden, because it's gonna be brutal, especially if they get on us early. That crowd gonna be crazy. We got to be mentally tough, mentally ready. But I think we can. Hey, I think if our starters keep us within 5 to 10 points through the game, and we go into that fourth quarter on the road down less than 10, I think we'll be in a good. I think that's a good position to be in. You know, obviously depending on how the flow of the game. You know what I'm saying? But hey, I'm excited. Y'all should be excited. I got Hawks in 6. I know people are like, man, you high, you drunk, you been in the garage. I think we could do it, man. Maybe 7, but I think we could pull it off, man. I feel real confident about this, man. Real confident. Not taking nothing from Boston, obviously. It's, like I said, it's the reason why they top 2 in defense and offense. But, you know, teams can go in a funk anytime. Playoffs is a whole nother season. So this is your boy, Damon. Make sure y'all like, comment, subscribe. We will be doing watch-alongs for each playoff game, so y'all tap in with that. And don't forget to tap into the most livest post-game live for Atlanta Hawk content, Atlanta Hawk basketball fans. We Talk Hawk TV. We Talk Hawk Daily. It's your boy, Hawks Up. I'm out. Peace.